Hello, everybody, and welcome. Sherry Moyse here, your heart-powered intuitive business alchemist, and I am excited to be here with you today. We are live on a Monday, which is not the usual flow, but we've got some exciting stuff going on this week, and so I am popping in at the beginning of what is going to be our second round of Takeover the Feed. And so this is an amazing, fun opportunity where we get to connect with other members of the community. They get to share their magic and their wisdom with us. And I'll talk about more about that in a couple of minutes and what you have in store. But first, I want to just kind of recap where we are. Happy Lionsgate, by the way. Hope you are taking some time today to pause and connect with the energy of this powerful time. It is really an opportunity to drop in, to connect with yourself. Very much the Leo energy of tapping into your heart, of connecting with what you are birthing and bringing into the world. So beautiful day to drop in and hear what your own inner wisdom has to say. And part of that is asking some of the questions that we are dancing with this season, this cycle, with Leo energy and creativity, and how do you shine. And so this week is all about what inspires you. What is it that where you're bringing that creative energy out into your products, your services, your offerings, what you share with your community. My belief is that there is, no better way to connect with potential soul clients and keep your own battery charged than when we really lean into the creative side in our business. We can, and I see it so often, people get trapped in their left brain and they're thinking, okay, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm running a business, it has to be like this. And they lose sight of the creativity, the passion that brought them there to begin with. So then offers become something we start to try to think our way through, or products and programs. Well, I could do this, I'm capable of doing that. But what I see time and time again for myself, with my clients out in the community, the most successful offerings are ones that are inspired, ones that bring out your unique and creative energy and passion. And so I wanted to just talk a little bit about, really stepping into that and asking yourself those questions. How can you, if you're not already putting that creativity and passion into the forefront of your business? And I've got some tips for you in terms of how I like to do that and how I work with the energies, such as the astrological cycles, in order to tap in when that creative energy is flowing. So, first of all, number one is really asking yourself, am I really leaning into my creative side, my passionate side? And if not, can you give yourself permission to do more of that? Can you tap into all of the magic that you have within inside you and bring more of that into your offers, into your products, into your services? And so that's really the first question. And if you're already doing it, are you getting the results that you want? What's your experience? How can you bring more of that? So that's number one, asking ourselves. Number two is really knowing how you get sparked, knowing what lights you up. Where does that creative juice for you come from? And are you giving yourself space to give yourself time, your most precious resource, to be able to tap in to that creative energy when it's available to you? And it's not necessarily something we can schedule. I know I get middle of the night downloads of information that come through. I know people who get it in the shower or on walks. But when that information comes through, when the inspiration strikes, can you carve out time in that moment to sit with that energy, to light that fire a bit more, and then follow up on it? And sometimes those ideas are a now thing, and sometimes they're not. So, one of my tricks, and I always tell folks when they start a journey of discovery, or they're looking at their business from a different lens, is to have a not for now notebook because we creative ideas tend to come in waves, is how I experience it. And so sometimes it's like, I love this idea, but maybe it's not a now thing. So have a not for now note page or notebook where this mind doesn't get scared that you're going to lose it. And then take imperfect action. One of the things that can happen when we have this passionate or creative idea is that then we can get caught up in the doing and try to get all the pieces together, create the perfect sales page, make sure we have all the links working. Just get it out there, get feedback, see how it's working before you put all the time and energy into making it beautiful. If we're looking at it from an astrological point of view, using the energy of the sun, this Leo cycle that we're in of new moon to new moon is a perfect cycle to do just that, to put those creative things out there, your passion projects, dive into them and share them with the world. Then when Virgo season comes around, next up, we can look at it, review it, see what needs to be, we can create some organization out of it. And then we get to Libra season and we can beautify it. So do you have something creative project you're working on? Could you give yourself this next, 75, 90 days to go through that kind of cycle? It's really powerful when we do. There are even shorter cycles within a new moon cycle where we can work with different zodiacal energies, elemental energies that will be great times for creativity. That gets a little more micro. But if you just take this macro, I invite you to try it out and see what you might want to put out there, share with the world, start talking about, and get some feedback on. So I want to be able to do that with you, and I'm going to invite our guests this week. Our feed takeover folks are going to be sharing something that they created or that they're creating or have created that was inspired, and why they're so passionate about it and why it lights them up. And so each day for the next 6 days, you are going to get to meet some amazing members of our community here in the Heart Powered Coaches and Healers Collective, and they will be sharing a passion project with you. So I'm going to share something today that I've been working on that I'm really excited and lights me up. As you all know, because I bring in so much astrology into this group, because I think aside from this inner GPS system that we have, the GPS system that the stars and the planets provide is so powerful. And every time I look at someone's chart, we look at the collective astrology and they share what's going on in their world and the experience, it's always this, oh, this makes so much sense. Oh, I was already leaning into this. And so I think it just is a beautiful roadmap to support, to support folks in business. It makes so much sense, and I am super passionate about it. And so I have created a couple of what I call more bite-sized offers, and a couple of things that I feel like the things that make me crazy when people get stuck on in their business, when they're just head down in the doing, trying a million different strategies. And I always want to just, can we simplify? I'm all about simple. How can we make this simpler? What's the shortest path to least resistance? One of my magical gifts is being able to see the forest through the trees, is being able to find less steps to get where we want to go. And so I've just watched people over the years, myself included in the past, get stuck in their visibility strategy, or stuck in making invitations because they get overwhelmed with the idea of a launch. So I'm in the process of creating and testing out with some of my clients a visibility roadmap where I create for you personalized visibility roadmap. We look at your astrology. I look at what you've been doing. You share with me your goals, as in how many new clients or subscribers. And then I'm going to provide you with insights based on your personal astrology, as well as the collective astrology, and suggestions for areas of exploration over the next 3 to 6 months. So I'm super excited about this because I know that whenever I've helped people to map out, and for my own self, like permission to be like, nah, LinkedIn's not where I belong. Nah, and my astrology says that. So I think this is going to be a really powerful tool for folks to use. And it's something that I can do pretty quickly for someone, turn around in a week or so, and I want to price it in a way that is really going to, let folks get some information quickly and take some action. Because if you're not taking action in your business, if you're stuck and you're trying to spread yourself so thin, then you're just going to exhaust yourself and burn out, which is one of the things that I am, as you all know. What do I talk about? A thriving business requires a nourished and happy you. So keep an eye out for that. I'll be sharing more about that early next week. I'm going to just take on a few of each of these, early on to work out the kinks. I'm going to take imperfect action. And then if I find that they work really well for others and for myself, then I'll get to Virgo season. I'll systematize it and then we'll pretty it up in Libra. And the second one is the other place I said I feel like people get stuck. So I'm going to be providing, again, a personalized report for folks who are looking for a roadmap for a future, I don't like the word launch, but invitation cycle. So it'll be based again on your personal chart as well as the collective energy. And I'll provide you with a couple of time periods. You give me a couple time periods you're looking at, what the goals and intentions are. I'll give you the best dates for the various phases of that cycle, because it's not something we just pick a date for a workshop, right? We've got all of the inviting before and then the follow-up after. So there's a container that we can create and use the energies for you and your own personal energy, as well as the collective, and find the right time periods and themes so that things flow with more grace and ease. My intention is you're getting your work out in the world and doing all the things that you want to do with more grace and ease. So let me know what you think of those ideas. I would love to hear in the comments if those are things you would be interested in. And if you are, you can always reach out to me personally. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a few of them over the next few weeks and then seeing how they flow and systematizing things so that as my schedule starts to free up a little bit more in late September, October, I can figure out a good flow for me with these. But I think they're going to be a great way for me to connect with more folks and to help you just laser in on where you're putting your time and energy, which is what I'm really passionate about. So, all right. We've got some exciting stuff, like I said, this week. We've got some amazing folks going to bring you their passion and creativity. So starting tomorrow at noon Pacific for the next 6 days, join them here live. I am off for the next few days. I'll be poking in, but it is mine and my husband's 20th wedding anniversary. And so we are taking a few days to connect and to enjoy wine country. And so I'm grateful that I've got some amazing friends who are jumping in to talk about what they're passionate about. And hopefully that inspires you and inspires you to follow your passions. So awesome. Well, thank you for the feedback. I can't see your name, but somebody said they would definitely be interested in the first option, which was the visibility report. Love it. Thank you for the feedback. Absolutely. And feel free to message me privately if you want some more info. if before I start to announce it a little more publicly. Y'all get the sneak peek here today. So, all right, my friends, I wish you a happy, joyful, introspective Lionsgate today, and full moon coming up. Lots of energies this week, lots. We'll try to put up a post with a little bit about that in between all of this other feed takeover that's going on, just for those of you that look forward to those condensed astro posts. I'll try to get something up as well before I take off. So, all right, friends, have a beautiful rest of your day. Enjoy the week. Give lots of feedback to all the folks who are showing up, sharing their passion with you. And remember, as always, all it takes is a little bit of heart power. All right, I will see you soon.